What's up everybody and welcome back to B.A.M.F Fabricator. I'm Tubal Cain. Today we're going to be building a hammer form. Now I got a buddy that's got a car in a competition for SEMA. This is a LS swap twin turboed RX7 and it's got hood stacks. Now we got to build beauty rings to go around the hood where those hood stacks come out of the hood. And right now all I have is a pattern in order to make those. Now, I built this pattern earlier, so it should fit perfectly, but without further ado, let's jump into the video. All right, so first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start the layout on this thing. So I'm just gonna put my pattern on this piece of aluminum. I'm gonna trace the outside of it. All right, so what I want to do is I want the inside flange to have 1/2 of an inch to go down, and then I want the outside going around the top of the hood to be 3/4 of an inch. So the best way I could think of to do this is with some fine line tape. So I'm just going to start laying this tape out around where we marked this pattern. Okay, now that we got our 3/4 of an inch all the way around where our pattern was, let's go ahead and mark that. I'm going to peel this tape off. Now to get our 1/2 inch, we do the same thing but on the inside. All right, we got our 1/2 inch flange on the inside. I'm going to mark that now. Now what we got to do is we got to cut the outside of this on the outside of our 3/4 flange, and then cut this hole out on the inside of our 1/2 inch flange. All right, I'm going to use a hole saw to cut this out. Let's see what we need here. Okay, that one will work for that. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just mark the center where I need to put that pilot bit. Same on this side. And I'm going to clamp this down. I'm going to do the same thing to this other hole. All right, now I'm going to have to just cut these off real quick. Okay, so I'm going to cut this excess off, and then I'll get the die grinder afterwards and we'll clean that hole up real nice. Let's cut all this excess off the outside. right, now layout on this next piece is going to be a lot easier. So, just going to lay this one on here. Mark it, and I'll cut that one out too. All right, so here's some wood I found outside. It's a little bit weathered, but I think it'll work for what we're doing. It's what I had on hand. So I'm gonna do about 10, there's a cutout here. We'll just go with that. It seems to be all right. So we'll do like 10 inches or like 11 inches. All right, so I'm just going to lay my pattern in the center, roughly. I'm going to mark the outside of the pattern. Now I'll cut this out with a jigsaw. All right, I got my two pieces cut out. I'm gonna drill a hole in this one, and then we'll cut that center out with the jigsaw again. All right, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to mark top on this right away. It's going to be the very top of our hammer form, and I'm going to mark right where these need to go. So mark here, oops, mark there. On all four, so I could always put this back in the same spot when I take it apart and put it back together to do both sides. I'm going to mark the inside of this one. I'm going to go ahead and cut that one out too. Alright, so I got both pieces cut out here, and I put a screw in each corner. Now what we're going to need to do is we're going to need to anneal this aluminum. Because my hammer form is a little bit brittle, I don't want it breaking too much on me. And also it's going to make this aluminum a little more malleable to be able to stretch the way we want it to stretch, especially in this corner right here. So we're going to have to heat this aluminum to 570 to 770 degrees Fahrenheit. And the way I'm going to do that, I'm going to get some Sharpie. I'm just going to mark it right here on the inside where we're going to want to nail this. I'm going to start the torch here. We're going to want to just heat this until that Sharpie disappears. That'll more or less get us the temperature that we want it. Now that that's cooled off, you can see it's a little bit warped, but It's really soft now. I could bend it with my fingers really easily. That lets me know that it did take the annealing. So let's go ahead and put this in our hammer form. Line up our marks. Then I'm going to center this in here. Alright, that looks pretty good right there. Tighten it down. Alright, now I'm going to clamp this to the table so it doesn't move on me. Alright, now I'm going to start hammering this down, nice and slowly. I'm going to flip it over. I'm going to start tightening this flange up against this lower die here. Alright. Let's go ahead and take this back apart. Okay, now we got a beautiful flange on the inside of that. That would have been really difficult to make if it was just in the shrinker stretcher or something, but that looks pretty good. So I'm going to scuff this up. I'll do the other one and then we'll fit it on the hood. All right, guys, thanks for watching this video. I hope you guys got some value out of it. I hope you learned something. If you did, please like and subscribe. Throw some comments if you got any questions. And until next time, we'll see you later.